Hello and welcome, patrons, to this first attempt at a random vlog. I thought this was kind of cool, this Xbox 20th anniversary celebration thing. So I kind of wanted to roll through it a little bit and just look at the stats that are in here. Look at this. So you click on original Xbox here, and they actually set up this whole crazy online 3D museum thing. Which is super cool, I gotta say. You activate the story. They have a bunch of videos and stuff hidden in here. But really, what I wanted to look at, actually, if I can find my way out, no, return home. So they actually have this section here, My Museum, next to the Halo Museum. And it's here where they sort of post some of the stats they've collected from the years of you being online, essentially. And I thought this was kind of fun. 751 games that I've played on my Xbox account, which that is not a number I was aware of previously, but there it is. It's, that seems sizable, I would say. But as far as the achievement stuff goes, I don't really know how to rate this. I don't usually follow trophies or achievements, but I am curious to know where that just kind of falls. I certainly don't go hunting for them. The ones that I do have tend to just occur naturally through playing the game, as you might think. So, but this is true. Now, the first console I played of Xbox family, at least, is the original Xbox, of course. But it would seem, based on this panel next to it, it says one of the first games you played. And this is true. I think Geometry Wars was one of the first online 360 games that I had played. Clearly, it can't track original Xbox games, so it doesn't have those on there. And the answer to this one, by the way, it's Jet Set Radio Future. I bought that. That's when I got the Xboxes after that, and Gun Valkyrie and Halo came out. I played all three on day one. I started with Jet Set Radio Future. That one is weird. I don't know why I don't play many online multiplayer games, at all. I don't really enjoy it, except for an occasional game. But I don't know why Battlefield 4 beta is listed as the most played. I don't even barely remember playing it, so it's very strange. The first sign-on, though, so that would have been around the time I knew Halo 2 was coming out, and the thing I really wanted to play online actually was Splinter Cell, Pandora's Tomorrow, because of the Spies versus Merc stuff. You guys remember that? It was fantastic. Still one of the most inventive multiplayer experiences I think I've ever had, to be honest. Actually, thinking of that, that's weird. Battlefield, that's still bugging me, because I played a ton of Halo online on the 360. So I don't know what's up with that. Unless it just stayed logged in somehow for too long. I don't know. This one is also suspect, because that is accurate. But the Xbox 360, but Xbox One, I got that on launch 2013. I have the day one box and the day one controller and achievements dating from that time period. And of course, I was posting stuff on Digital Foundry at that point. So I don't know why that appears in 2016. So, and the Series X and S, I think that's down to getting pre-release access to the console. So if you wondered when we got it, looks like it was September 23rd last year. So yeah, cool. First play of most played game 2018. What was that? I don't know what that is either, but this one is interesting. The first two I think are definitely probably true. But I don't know why Hitman is listed for Series X/S. That's a very strange one, I think, because unless it just wasn't tracking. Then again, that's a tough one, because when we first got the Series X and S, we didn't actually have any real Series X games yet. It was just backwards compatibility. because the games weren't done. So maybe that was it. I don't know. That's a weird one. I think this first achievement, though, that had to have been Call of Duty 2. And that one, I assume, would have been Xbox One signing in. Maybe? I don't know. Now, this whole section, though, is just all messed up. Because, so, Forza Horizon 2 might be right. But Roblox, my son took that over. That's technically correct, but he was playing on my Xbox a ridiculous amount of time in Roblox. So that obviously adds up. Then he switched to PC last year, primarily. Crysis Remastered, though, I did play a lot on there, but I think that is registered because sometimes when doing analysis, I leave the game running a lot, and it ends up ticking up the clock, basically. And I think that's what happened there, so it shows his play. Plus, I played that on all the Xbox systems, and yeah, and I think Resident Evil Village was the same because I was doing a lot of back and forth on that. I don't know. I mean, I played these games a lot, of course, but the most? That's weird. And yeah, the most played Xbox game, Roblox for Xbox. How about that? Who else has played Roblox? Now, this one's the most played games. This is interesting. I can kind of see this, and this comes down. I played a ton of Master Chief Collection over the years. Many times. Whenever I have the urge to replay Halo now, I play the Master Chief Collection. I've played it in co-op with my son. I played on my own. I tested on all the new machines. That's a lot of Halo. And Lost Odyssey, I played at least 2 or 3 times. That's a very long game. And I don't play that many super long games on here. So Rise of the Tomb Raider, I did play a lot of that, but I think it's also because I covered it constantly. So it just kind of made its way up there. I think I did at least 10 plus videos on that game, probably more. And then, yeah, backwards compatibility, of course. I use that a ton. I don't know anything about these rare achievements, what they mean, but I mean, I can guess that one is Forza. So, and yeah, there it is. So yeah, just kind of a fun little tour. I mean, going back to here, what else is there? I need to explore more of this stuff. For Xbox One, they show not an original Xbox One. Probably wise. Actually, you notice how that's the only one that they did this with? The 360's original model. Obviously, that one is, because that's the only one that exists. But they didn't want to show the original Xbox One. I don't blame them. Let's look at the 360 real quick. What do we got in here? Whoa. Oh yeah, that MTV premiere, that was not brilliant, I would say. And it launched. Yeah, baby. Look at all this. What was the one? So, wow, that was the surprise. I love how it has Batman Forever on there. I'm surprised that didn't just kill the whole digital video thing right away. Notable games, plural, that launched in 2006. Gears of War. I guess it was good enough to count for more than one game. Oh yeah, the Elite. That was the first one with the HDMI port. Oh, they actually have multiple floors though? Let's see what this is about. This is cool that this runs actually within a browser. I wonder what this is made in. Wow, they actually acknowledge this. I'm kind of impressed. They even have a panning video shot of the red ring in there. All right, Microsoft, I respect you for this. You have to acknowledge it, but I feel like that's something that Sony and Nintendo would probably not do. You're not going to see the Switch's analog stick drift issue in a museum about the Nintendo Switch in 20 years. The arcade, of course, Giant Lancer. Look at that. Oh, yeah, Project Natal, not the best. 2007, that was a pretty good year. Halo 3, Mass Effect, BioShock. Oh yeah, Orange Box. Good stuff. Yeah, and the NXE for, people don't remember this. Microsoft updated their dashboard a lot. It started with this, and then I think they updated 360 at least 3 or 4 times with the new UI, and they've kind of continued that somewhat. But I feel like they finally have a pretty good refined system. So I can see why they kind of kept that for the new Xbox consoles. Connect. Okay, so I can admit freely right here, 2010. This was the era when I started to kind of not like the Xbox for about 3 or 4 years because I did not like this Connect push. I didn't like motion controls. I was not a big Wii fan, or the Move stuff. I mean, some of it was okay, and the Wii and the Move is fine, but Connect is bad. I don't like it. And I didn't like what Don Matrick was doing with the company at that point. It just felt like the whole thing was just moving in the wrong direction. And I think it was. And I think that's borne out by history. Like, you look at the public reaction to it, it kind of dipped during this time, and they've kind of come back since. Although, Gears 3 launched in 2011, and that was awesome. I played that in co-op day one. And yeah, I can already see over here. Forza Horizon 2, that was a big deal. That was awesome. Sorry, Forza Horizon 1, the first one. It was good. What do we got on Xbox One? Oh yeah, the debut. Notable games. Look at this. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for this little vlog, if you will, or vlog. This is just me talking into a mic, and it's not scripted, obviously. I don't know if you guys enjoyed this kind of random stuff. I could probably do something a little more in depth in the future, more interesting quickly. This is just sort of a single take. So yeah, let me know what you think. And yikes, that thing, I don't know about that. I'm just going to go over here. And yeah, we'll see you on the Discord.